There's a song that starts like that. Satan is here. The Scarlett Minis. I'm your host, Zeos Pantera of In-Ear Fetish. We've got an Ahagao mouse pad. I've got 69 set on the Tube Pre. Let's talk about them. So these things, I'll pull them out of my head holes. These, the FATfreq Scarlett Minis, with the upgraded cable, I would like to add, which is also, it's lightish red. I forget the red versus blue reference. These, with the upgraded silver cable, are $833. Now, the default cable, they probably did this on purpose, is $666. I'm getting it. You getting it? It's like, oh, it's the devil, it's Satan, it's okay, we're good. Upgraded cable, $833. Now, that there is all you need to know about these. World's deepest bass, pushing the frontiers for sub-bass and ultra-high frequency response. We got a hyper tweeter, we got a red silver cable, blah, 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 blah. Actually, what is the architecture? Because I don't need to know. Experience raw, unadulterated power with the world's first 30 decibel sub-bass shelf. Expertly controlled under 200 hertz. FATfreq's proprietary tubeless hyper tweeter system provides stratospheric, that's a word, stratospheric ultra-high excursion and brilliance to 40K, giving you the best of both worlds and incredible value in ergonomics, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, Satan. These are the example of an IEM that when I bring up Eris, I'm going to promote self-promotion free on this channel because I get to talk about it. Bring up Eris. Eris is a headphone I designed to have a lot of bass. A lot. Like more than any of those by default, but tuned in a way that made it feel sort of natural and only come out. This is the words. Only come out when the song called for it. And, you know, not a lot of songs call for like crazy sub bass. And, you know, some songs just a little more warmth, These, okay, how do I describe the bass on these? First of all, it's omniscient. It's not like, oh, this song is a bassy song, I will hear bass. No, it is, this song exists, there will be bass. I feel like There Will Be Bass is an amazing tagline for like a poster for a concert. I didn't bother putting in the render tips because those increase bass usually. I also want to point out that the cable, that this headphone jack, headhullsmasher.com. Well, it's from $666 to $833. That means this cable, this upgraded cable, despite being lightish red and not red, that's red. This is lightish red. That's so cute. Put his name on there. Also, fucking 2.5 millimeter desiccant for moisture, 2.5 millimeter adjustable end. I would. So imagine getting a cable. I don't know if he didn't find the 3.5. He may have also. But, I mean, come on. All right. What am I doing? Am I describing what the sound is like? Because I'm pretty sure you guys want to get to that, right? Let's put them back in my head. Also, the cable is just, it's not, like it's all janky and cheap feeling. And I'm sure it actually is made of, like, silver and has incredible inductance and all that. But it doesn't feel nice. You know, you could tell me, you know, this car has got the greatest blah, 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 blah. But if I'm sitting on a fucking milk crate, I don't want to be in it. So if you're going to charge an extra $150 on top of a cable that I'm sure that if you bought it from them separately would be not cheap. So you're looking at $300 for like a cable. It better be fucking great. And this is ungreat. It's a very cool color though. I like it's like a neon hot pink. All right. Back in my ears. These are actually pretty fucking hard to drive. And that's what happens when they're probably doing an actual physical crossover, which means physical components that the signal has to pass through. And every time it goes through a little tiny inductor or capacitor, or whatever the hell they've shoved in here to twist that 30 decibel bass shelf, you lose efficiency. And I could tell you, 69 with this on line out through a fucking Valencia. Also, just the Shelly Labs on half gain is so much power for an IEM. These, I don't think we're beating the tin P2s or P1s for like difficulty to drive, but we're getting there. And as I put them on the bigger and the bigger and the bigger and the warmer, there's not huge switches of like, oh, it sounds better, it's scaling with power. Because these are one of the weirdest tuned IEMs I've ever listened to. I'm not going to say they're bad. I'm going to question people that are buying them though. So here we go. Let's slide that over into the forefront. And Game of Thrones main theme, right? You all know. We all know that. All right. Let's assume this is an 800. Forget the wire. $666 fucking dollars. Let's assume that. Everything above the sub bass is quality. Good. It's good. It's not earth-shatteringly amazing, but if I isolate the bass out of the music and I'm listening to just the rest of the IEM, I would say these are somewhere in the $200 to $300 range for like a really well put together soundstage IEM. So that means you're paying more than half the money for the bass. And I'm now going to describe the bass for the rest of this review because that's all you fucking care about if you bought them or are interested in them. And it's not just a lot. It's not just like you take you can't just get an EQ and then raise the thing. And look, I now have a Scarlett Mini. Doesn't work like that. This is a physical manifestation of low end. Eris is bassy as fuck because the driver itself has no excursion limits. And it's also a semi-open, so it traps and recycles air. There's a whole physics thing. These have a physics thing going on inside of them. And I don't know what that physics thing is. I'm not going to show you a picture of it. What it sounds like. So here's, ready for my description of the sound? Imagine you're sitting in a room, a smallish room, and you have two very decent speakers up there. Some lower end Swans, maybe a Yamo, something that's like, oh, these are nice speakers. And then there's a wall behind the speakers, like a full fuck actual chipboard and wall. Now, you walk out of that room where your speakers are, and you go around the hallway, and you go into the room behind the room. And in there is 4 24-inch subwoofers. Just 4 of them, stacked on top. Just boom, boom, the biggest fucking fuck. Like, holy fuck. Like, what the fuck? Why are these so big? And why are they in this closet that's right next to the room I'm listening to? Flip the switch, go back into your listening room with your affordable, really good clip speak, like whatever your speakers that you choose are. These are really good speakers. Then you flip that other switch. And now you're not in the room with the subwoofers, but doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's so much sub bass. And it's not... They've done an amazing job. I will give them credit. They have done an amazing job to not blow my fucking eardrums out and still make it sound like an IEM while being this incredible, omnipresent, overwhelming amount of bass. IEM people are special. You know you are. I know you are. We're here to be special. But holy fuck. So like... Main title Game of Thrones just has that occasional like ba-boom. And if like the speakers are probably playing normally, then the whole building shakes. And then normally, the whole building shakes. That's what these do. I haven't even dreamed to go to like my bass test playlist. There's no need because every song is now a bass test song. Every single song. Here's an actual one that I would probably put in there. Fuck you. Okay, so this is Witch from Mercury, level 33. Wait. Can I get it to do the big... I'm gonna go back to the beginning, so you just get that initial... Like, there's a real, like, boom. Like an effect boom before the music starts, before it gets into, like, the really deep, this... And, listening... It's actually kind of uncomfortable. Like, I feel like something's wrong. I feel like we're doing... Like, it's doing its job. It's absolutely doing its job. But who the fuck signed off on this shit? They did a... All right, next. Good treble on this. Wait. That's really like sweet and crisp and clear. It's not $1,000 IEM, like, oh my God, I can texture everything, but it's like, that's good. This is a good set of mid-sized speakers I'm listening to. And then the drums come in, and it's like someone's drums have been magnified, like way too big. It's like, oh, fuck. These are a great IEM if you're done with your music. If you have heard your music on every single thing there is to hear your music on, every tube amp, every crazy headphone, every neutral headphone, every IEM, and you're just like, God, I'm so bored. I've listened to 54,000 things. I wish my music would sound new and different and interesting again. Scarlett Mini. I am tube preamping Valencia from the outputs of this. Let's go with something a little more neutral. How does it somehow sound bassier? It's like I'm in a kick drum and someone's just fucking kicking it constantly. From the whispers, It's a Love Thing, which is not like, this is not Deadmau5. Not Deadmau5, but sounds like Deadmau5. There we go. Wizard of Oz, the OG soundtrack, has no low end. Barely has quality. Yet I can still feel like, from like whatever record they recorded this off of, it's just like, if you listened, I'm pretty sure if I had a turntable here at the desk, and the wow and flutter, I don't, is that cassettes and only cassettes? But you know when you hit like a table and the turntable goes and you hear that would literally kill you. It can't be done. Yeah, I have to travel back to the 1930s. What was Wizard of Oz? I'm not going to ask. I travel back to the 1930s to make this find music that isn't going to kill me. Bochi the Rock doesn't have bassy tracks. Sounds like a bassy track. Oh, I'm sure this will be fine. When have organs ever had bass? They don't even do that. Skipping ahead. Yeah, there's a very specific rule that you have to follow as a headphone reviewer. I've broken it many times. And that's, don't get used to weird shit, because then it's going to throw off your expectations of other things. Having built Eris, having been the daddy brains of that thing and getting used to it and using it more than any other headphone in my history of my life, I've kind of ruined myself a little bit. It's like perfect sex, 10 out of 10 every time. All of a sudden it's like, wait a second, what was 8, 7? Like everything else becomes an 8 and a 7 and a 6. It's like, so you gotta steer clear of the wild, crazy shits. This will be one of them. This is your end. This has to be the last IEM you buy. And I'm not saying it's the greatest IEM. I'm just saying, if you use this for extended lengths of time, everything else is going to feel wrong. And to know how that works. So you got to take vacations from this. The reason I think he loaned me this was he needed a fucking vacation from it. Because it's fun. It is dastardly fun. I would skip the wire because, why? But at $666, if you're a quality guy, if you're like, I just want to hear the most depth and separation, I want to have, it has a lot of good, but it's got like $300 good. The bass, if you're willing to pay another $300 for that, there you go. Then it's the right price. Then $600. You know what? In the description, I usually put what it's worth, the value. $661. Just to fuck with it. $5 off. Yeah, I don't, I feel like people who own this, please let me know why, where, when, and how. It's so hard to drive. 24 out of 100 on that, and 69 out of 100 on this with 30 decibel chokes, because the noise out of that tube amp tube pre is a lot. But still, it's like, why? What was the last thing you heard? Did you buy this? And then what did you listen to afterwards? And was it even acceptable? That's the real question, is did it destroy your entire being? Because I'm trying to do two things in this review. I try to do it in all reviews. Try to steer people away who would not be happy with something, and I try to steer people towards if they would. So if you didn't catch that, don't buy these unless you're done for like everything, because you might just fall in love and then it'll ruin your shit. So yeah, wallpaper hoard. Links to this, I think it used to be. It's on their site. I think it used to be on Music Tech, but it's currently sold out. I'll link to both. World's deepest bass canon, patent pending. Dynamic woofers, bass chamber acoustic networks. FATfreq innovation pioneered for sheer bass power. Yet I put a little bit of a bassy headphone on and everyone loses their mind. How do these measure? These don't measure neutral at all. Oh, where's the complainers? God damn it. I'm done. Wallpaper hoard, Patreon and subscribe star, support this channel. I don't really have an affiliate link for these, so if you like them and buy them, I get no credit. Even if you tell them I sell them to you there, that doesn't help. So feel free to support the channel. If you want to see other reviews that I've done here for In-Ear Fetish, without paying, you can go to Patreon and subscribe star and you'll find unlocked posts with 1, 2, 4, 5 other not released on YouTube yet IEM videos. And if you want to see my main channel videos, those are behind the paywall, but those also let you do yard sales and sound demos. And if you go a little bit higher in the tier, you get to the patronage tier, which you get to talk to me, which is where this guy lives. And I can be like, get the fuck out of my head. It's too much. Get the, so how am I supposed to do it? Like, I was supposed to do like a couple of them today. What's next? Whatever I put on my head is going to be like, it's kind of lacking in bass. And it could be fucking anything. It could be the Annihilators. It's going to be like, So yeah, wallpaper done. Done. I'm done. You're done. 69's done. 666 is done. Ahagao is done. We're done. Oh, fuck. She's over here too.